ATL.GA faithful, my people. I'm the Douglas Carter, back on the scene doing my thing, and I just want to say I appreciate you and the work that you do. It's been a second. Life has been lifing. I hope everybody out there is doing good. I've been waiting to bring some more Atlanta Falcons content, Atlanta sports content to y'all. Still stuck at about 800 subs, so if you could help me get up to 1,000 subs, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to get back on my social media platforms and start running the stuff. I might have a little bit more time opening up to do that kind of thing. Anyway, I was working on my first mock draft video, which is almost done. I was going to put it out a couple days ago, but then James Pierce Jr. Why? You know? I know we all do stupid things when we're young and in love, or if we're hurt or feeling rejected, or whatever the case is. You got to do better than that. And prayers go out to the young woman's family. I hope she's okay. And prayers go out to James Pierce Jr. And you cannot do that. As far as the Atlanta Falcons go, we needed a pass rusher. We got one, and now his whole career may be in jeopardy. He might be able to come back, but it just depends on new evidence. And as the story unfolds, we'll really see what happened. We'll get to hear both sides and see what the actual truth is, or close to it, because they might not ever give us the full truth. But we'll see how that goes. It's just very disappointing as a Falcons fan to have something good, and like we always get something good and then it gets taken away from us. This last year was really hard for me, man. I am a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. Y'all know that if y'all watch my channel. If y'all been working with me, if you see me at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you see me at these little after parties or these Falcon content creator get-togethers, and I'll chop it up with you. It's nothing to me. This is my squad. I'm not going anywhere, and I want them to win. So I feel like our roster's been there. I feel like this last season, the coaches let us down. I feel like we should have been in the playoffs. I feel like the coaching staff lost us the close games more than the players lost us the close games. But I listen to the takes of the content creators, Uncle Steve and Big Low and Smitty Sports Machine and Alberto and A1 and Debo Vibes, and man, the list goes on and on. It's just like Tidy, Atlanta Bird Gang, and I've been listening to the takes. Oh, shout out to the Water Boys. If you ain't seen them, the Water Boys show, Trey and B Rich, man, they had John Abraham on there, which he's been on with Smitty. He's been on with a couple of these content creators. Shout out to John Abraham for speaking to the public about what it is to be an NFL player, and to bring some more real to it, because a lot of times people just think of them as players and not really people. But I appreciate John Abraham, the Predator, man, for doing that. I was watching that show the other night, man. B Rich was getting drunk for $100, man. That was crazy. I could not stop laughing. I met Trey and B Rich at second year high school, I think, training camp a couple years ago or something. They're real cool people. Shout out to Jack Spade and that, one time for the fan. All the content creators that, that said what's up to me, Larry, the Dixon Way, everybody who's been cool with me, I appreciate that. And I'm not here to try to do it super big or super huge. I'm just here to come talk about the Falcons because it's my squad. So I am going to have a mock draft. We'll see how that goes, because now with James Pierce, it brings more questions now. We thought we had a solidified edge rusher, because Jalen Walker, he's not really going to be used in that role. And James Pierce was that dedicated edge rusher. So now, do we need to go get another edge rusher in the draft? It muddies up the water. So I was kind of waiting. I wanted to get the coaching staff all the way in place, because I'm going to dive a little deeper into all the coaches that we got and share the information for y'all, do the research for y'all, let y'all know what I find. Sometimes, I've heard a lot of good things about Bill Callahan with the offensive line, and I looked into it, and he has some underwhelming or concerning things attached to his name as well. He does have a good resume, but there's some things that make me think a little bit about that. Just because you're a seasoned vet isn't always the best case. The game changes, players have changed, things evolve, and if you can't get with it, if you're stuck in your old ways, it might not be a good thing. I really liked Dwayne Ledford. I believe that was his name, as our offensive line coach, but I'm guessing he's going somewhere else. I would have liked to keep him with Ulbrich, but at least we kept Ulbrich. I think we do got some good coaches that we added to the staff. I'm glad that we got a new special teams coordinator, and we got a lot of experience, and I do believe in Matt Ryan, and I do believe he's going to lead this franchise the correct way, because I know he wants to win. I know he wants that Super Bowl, and I know he's going to do his best to try to get it. We'll see how Ian Cunningham does as the GM. He seems like he's seen the good teams and got them, helped get them their Super Bowl championships. How they do it, building in the trenches, which is what real football fans or fans like me, Atlanta Falcons fans, have been wanting us to build in the trenches for a while now. So I hope they stay true to that approach. There's just so much, to unpack here. Super Bowl was crazy. I knew Seattle was going to win. I know their defense was going to get after Drake May. Our defense got after Drake May. We should have won the game against the Patriots, honestly, and that just went back to coaching as far as I'm concerned. But we're going to move forward into this new year. I'm going to have some new content for y'all. I'm going to have mock drafts. I'm going to do research. I'm going to scout some of these college players like I always do, and give you like some sleepers on that. Hopefully I'll pop up on some of these other content creator shows and just try to get the channel back up, get it over to 1,000 subs at least, and just see where it goes from there. So, shout out to Pound for Pound. I know that kind of took a break from the content creating, but JR, oh man, his homie's name's escaping me. I met both of them. I think he had did his own content creating for a while, and I don't know, there was a couple of other content creators that did it for a while, and I haven't really kept up with them, but the more content, the better, the more views, the better, different opinions, the better. But yeah, shout out to them, shout out to everybody, and hopefully this year the Atlanta Falcons can do their thing. I just wanted to come on here and touch base, shout out to everybody, all the subscribers, all the people that's in the chat, all the people that are in the chat rooms when they're doing the live press conferences and stuff. I see y'all. I make sure to say what's up. If I left anybody out, it's nothing personal. If you're real with me, I'm real with you, and we just rock it like that. But the James Pierce Jr. thing, man, it's just so... I'm trying to think of the right word, because I'm not demoralized, I'm not depressed, I'm upset, I'm frustrated. It's just like, why does this always seem to happen to Atlanta? And I heard John Abraham saying, a lot of players on different teams, this happens to them as well on these other teams. But the thing is, with those other teams, they have a Super Bowl championship, and we don't. So that brings up the whole curse thing. And people be like, I don't think it's cursed, Trey and B Rich, they were supposed to break the curse with his rhymes and stuff like that, and I don't know what's going on. Like it's always something in Atlanta. So whatever we got to do, I don't necessarily believe in curses, but it's becoming like just so routine that we'll have something and it just gets snatched right away from us. So that's what it is to be a Falcons fan. Tidy said, man, it is hard. It's hard to be a Falcons fan, but when you're a true Falcons fan and you rep your city and your state because that's your home, then nothing really should change that for you. I know some of us might watch with like a prying eye, trying to look away from a train wreck, but you really can't, just to see what's going to happen next. But I do firmly think and know that one day we're going to get our Super Bowl, and hopefully it's coming soon. Let's see if this coaching staff with Stefanski can make the difference that we needed, just the small difference that we needed to be in the playoffs. Because once you're in the playoffs, anything goes. Anything goes. And then the Super Bowl, anything goes. So that's my thoughts. Hey, y'all drop some comments. Y'all give me some questions. Y'all give me some players to research. You want to know something about a coach or a player or college players coming up, hit me up. I'll look into it and see what I can do. Try to find some time to get some more content to y'all. In this video, like I end all my videos, thank God works. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. One.